Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the live stream podcast broadcast of your Georgia Southern Eagles tonight at home, Midnight Madness against the University of South Florida Bulls. You're watching warm-ups now. We just got finished with a Ghost Pirates versus somebody game, and Ghost Pirates were victorious. As you can see, Georgia Southern has brought their entire 575-man roster with them tonight. Because it is a home game, playing in the big barn in Market Arena. USF has brought a light bench. I think they've got 2 lines. So, yeah, this is going to be exciting. On the mic with us tonight, we got Zach Sprintz, myself, Jeremy Holland. Big shout out to our good buddy, the one and only blind squirrel, Jeremy Abdu. He is at home with some mixture of COVID, flu, and possibly an STD. We're really not sure.
It's the Abdu variant.
It's the Abdu variant of all of that stuff. So, Abdu, we're just kidding. We love you. We hope you feel better. I love's a strong word. We really like you. We hope you feel better really soon. So, guys, you're in for a huge treat. The boys are playing in Market Arena tonight. We've got 300 or 400 people that have stayed around. Our camera is not a super wide lens camera, so just take my word for that, 200 to 300. Hopefully we'll get some big yells and shouts here. When the boys took the ice, plenty of yelling, plenty of screaming, so jump on in. I know it's late. I know a lot of the parents and fans are probably asleep. Wake up. It's time for some College Hockey South hockey. There were the spokes. We're set up in a new arena tonight, so we're going to do some camera adjustments here. Our camera lady's a bit vertically challenged, so And warm-ups are over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get a nice fresh cut on the ice, I believe. And then we're going to have some College Hockey South hockey rolling your way in very, very short order. So bear with us here as we get rolling. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to get started here. Coaches are coming out. Coach Josh Packard, Coach Pete Rossi. Boys are hitting the ice now here. Fans are going wild for the local boys. Really quickly, we're going to give you what the starting lineup looks like tonight. Number 89, Julian Perino, will be playing center with Ian Castenfeld. Number 22 is a winger, and Brody Jajeski, number 2, is a winger. Number 7, Caden Lemoyne, and number 34, Jackson Dillon, will be playing the backstop there. And number 30, Adam Contreras, will be playing in net tonight to get things rolling here. Don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Jajeski. I got it right this time after butchering it tremendously the last time. It's a great shot of Adam Contreras and his beautiful hairline.
Remove your caps as Benji Tate leads us in this silver-spectated banner. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad bright and bright stars through the perilous sight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets first through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner. For the land and the home of freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is referee Chip Kelly at the center face-off dot. Wonderful referee that referees in our adult local men's league here. Skates from 2020, helmet from 1942, visor from 1975. Not sure what's going on with all of that, but we love Chip to death. Sorry, everybody. The mic was muted, so the audio wasn't working because we had muted the mic. We got a lot of background noise coming from the PA system here, a lot of music that's playing, so we're trying to keep some of the mic muted a bit here. Apologies for those of you that have been listening in silence. Georgia Southern maintains possession. Number 18, Rob Cooch with a good move at the point. A good carry of number 9. A quick shot and a loose puck and covered by University of South Florida's goalie. Face-off win, but nobody home for Georgia Southern. USF is going to maintain control, reset, begin to work the puck from their end. South Florida content to play relatively slow here, probably a byproduct of having a relatively short bench this evening. Giveaway here in neutral ice, but Georgia Southern unable to do anything with it and immediately gives it back here. Another giveaway here, Rob Cooch. Oh, and a giveaway again right there in neutral zone. Good scoring opportunity. However, Georgia Southern recovers quickly, chips it up and out. Looks like they may be looking for some changes here pretty quickly as well. South Florida maintains control into the neutral zone. Looks like they're trying to set up some stretch passes. Georgia Southern takes away and is carried into the zone. Julian Perino, quick shot up and into the net. Another quick whistle there. Both teams looking a little bit sluggish here early in the first period, trying to feel each other out. Not a lot of speed or pace to the game so far. We'll see if they can either team can get a little bit of rhythm going. Possession carried by Georgia Southern, chips in, but to no one, and South Florida's going to carry it out. 2-on-2 coming the other way with South Florida carrying all the way into the corner. Great break up there by the defense of Georgia Southern. And Georgia Southern now carries back out. Looks like Julian Perino carries right up the center of the ice. 2-on-2, quick shot behind the net, rebound, recovered by Georgia Southern. Still possession by Georgia Southern, shot on net, blocked by a defenseman. Looks like Cade Lemoyne is pressing down low now. Cade Lemoyne carries, quick pass to the middle, and nobody there. South Florida's going to carry it out here. Content to run a 2-on-2 up the ice here. Georgia Southern, good pressure, good hits down low. Georgia Southern continuing to try to lay the body here early and wear South Florida down. Quick move to the middle by Lemoyne. Shot kicked aside by the South Florida goalie. But Georgia Southern maintains control down low, but gives it away here. And South Florida's going to take possession and work their way out. Looks like it's going to go all the way down for an icing, and it does. If you didn't hear us earlier, big shout out to our broadcast team and crew, the king and queen of local hockey, Zach and Lindsay Sprints, and then, of course, myself, Jeremy Holland. Face-off won by South Florida. South Florida chips behind and chips out. Flips up in the air by Georgia Southern, but right back to South Florida. Almost a giveaway. But South Florida able to recover on a bad pass. Carrying through the neutral zone comes South Florida into the offensive zone. A quick attempted shot, but broken up by Southern there. Good hitting going on here by Southern. Continued. Puck carrying in. Looks like a little 3-on-3. See if Georgia Southern can get anything going. Southern content to continue to just fire the puck in once they get about 10 feet in the blue line. Southern continuing to look a little sloppy here, coming out of their own zone, reaching for hits, and they're going to get a call on that one as they reach. Looks like they're going to get a penalty on, I believe that's Kenny, for cross-checking. A little out of position, reached with his hands, gets a call for the cross-check. So the local boys of Southern are go down. That's right. Number 16, Kenny Smith's going to go sit in the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. See what South Florida does on the power play here. Let's see how well Georgia Southern can kill this thing off. Great poke by Georgia Southern, and they've already won a portion of this shift. Good stop by the goalie there. Adam Contreras kicks it into the corner. Looks like Southern getting a little loose in front and not maintaining control of their lanes here. But Contreras able to kick a puck to the corner, and Georgia Southern able to kick and clear down. Southern able to get some fresh bodies on the ice here. Looks like we're going to get a high stick call on South Florida, so we're going to get a face-off in the South Florida end. Face-off won by South Florida, but taken away by Georgia Southern, Julian Perino. Julian Perino continues to carry and maintain possession. Quick shot in front, and now Southern's got to hustle back here.
6-11 in the first period.
Continued pressure by Julian Perino. Quick shot. Great save by the goalie, squeezing that near post. Georgia Southern going on the offensive here a bit while they're down a man. Perino and Jajeski putting a little bit of pressure on these South Florida Bulls. Face-off won by Georgia Southern, but South Florida takes it away and ultimately maintains possession here. Again, somewhat sloppy play. Somewhat sloppy play by both teams coming out of their own zone, looking for a long stretch pass, and South Florida gives it away and has to set back up. Again, another long stretch play that results in an icing. South Florida did have to travel, I believe, today to get here. I don't think they traveled yesterday. Could be a little bit of road legs happening right now for these guys as they try to get their feet underneath them this first period. Oh. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, since we are at a local arena after a Ghost Pirates game, we've got people that are walking by that recognize us, know us. The great faces of Dump and Skate are recognized everywhere.
That's not a stretch. Everywhere.
Never mind the laughter in the background. Southern struggling to get the puck out of their zone. Great stop by Contreras again. Kicks into the corner. Southern able to clear it down. 4 seconds left in this penalty kill. Looks like they're going to get out of it without any damage here. Door didn't close here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're noticing that the penalty box door is still cracked open. A little worried about player safety here. Hopefully we'll get a stoppage and we can get that sorted. A lot of bodies flying down low. Again, Southern really trying to send a message here. Southern carrying the puck into the zone. Nifty little move. Oh, quick shot and he fans on it. Chip out, but Georgia Southern controls and looks like they're going to be content to dump back in and chase a little bit here. Getting some fresh legs on the ice. Then here come the Southern boys again. Yeah, South Florida continuing to play a bit sloppy with the puck in their zone. Both teams are playing, again, just not the crispest hockey they've played. South Florida carries, long pass across the ice. Missed hit there by Southern. South Florida maintains control. Southern's continue to throw bodies at these guys from South Florida. A huge hit in the corner by number 34. I believe that's Jackson Dilla.
Let's go, big guy.
Rob Cooch in the back getting squeezed, but that is a mountain of a man. You are not knocking him over.
Cooch with a souvenir.
And there's a souvenir up and into the stands, courtesy of one Robert Cooch. Apparently a Georgia Southern CHS official game puck is a hot commodity as we nearly had a fist fight in the stands from some fans wanting that loose puck. Don't worry, guys. We'll get him to sign it for you later.
Love it.
Face-off won by South Florida, quickly shot across the point, but nobody there able to control it, and Georgia Southern maintains possession, but gives it away. Again, the sloppy play continues. Both ends of the ice here, very sloppy passing. Coach Pete Rothy and Coach Josh Packard are not going to be happy about this between periods. Again, Southern struggling to make clean passes out of their own zone. I wish it was just one team, but unfortunately it's both. Quick, hard shot there by number 11 of Georgia Southern. Goalie kicks aside, and here comes South Florida. Georgia Southern continue to lean on the South Florida players every chance they get. Shot kicked wide, but picked back up by Georgia Southern's Jajeski. Shot by Julian Perino, number 89, and he beats the goalie near side. Low glove. The hometown boys are up 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the sloppy play by both teams, Georgia Southern able to capitalize here. Julian Perino again with another break into the zone. Carries, dangles into the corner. Quick pass, quick shot up into the netting. Good sustained pressure here by Georgia Southern right after the goal to walk right back into the offensive zone and go right on the offensive again immediately. Announcers having tremendous trouble with Brody Jajeski's name. We have lost. Our camera operator seems to have fumbled the bag here a little bit, but we're back up and running, ladies and gentlemen. You did not have to just simply rely on my beautiful voice to give you play-by-play. Thankfully, we are restored to vision here. Continued sloppy clearing of the puck. Georgia Southern content to dump it back in and play a little bit of dump and chase. South Florida's continuing to attempt to maintain possession and control, but continued difficult passing game here, to say the least. Tremendous shout out to some of the Ghost Pirates fans that have stayed in attendance, continuing on their razzing of the opponent's goalies. Great back check there by number 17. I believe that may be Matt Pellegrino. Quick dump. That looks like that's probably going to go for icing. It is, but probably a needed icing.
Oh, shit. That's amazing. Good luck. I can't believe those guys are doing that.
Your host is going to step away and grab a chair here real quick because my legs are just flat out getting tired, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls of all your various shapes, sizes, and flavors. Big hit in the corner by number 34 there. Georgia Southern clearly been coached up to play the body every chance they get. Continued sloppy play, covered by Contreras there. Probably a good thing to just get a stoppage, get some legs on the ice, try to settle some things down here. For those of you in the chat asking where my broadcast partner Jeremy Abdu is, he is unfortunately a little under the weather today. Has been for the last 7 or 8 days. He's got corona or the flu or some sort of Jeremy Abdu-itis. Again, not sure exactly what he's got, but it's really kicking his butt. So shout out to him. Hope he gets feeling better soon. But we're back here with live action with Georgia Southern and University of South Florida. Great save earlier by Adam Contreras, the goalie for Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern moves into the offensive zone here, attempts to maintain control, but unable to do so. And here comes South Florida coming out of the zone. South Florida chips up, and they've got a very odd man rush, a 3-on-1. Converts now. Great defensive play as Contreras goes spiraling over to try to make the save. Adam Contreras with a wonderful save, a whistle that blows the play dead, and the puck comes squirting out after the fact. Saved a bit there by the whistle is Contreras and the Georgia Southern Eagles. I know I said it earlier, but Coach Rossi and Coach Packard are probably going to chew these guys a new one in the locker room in a minute. Very, very uncharacteristic, sloppy play in their own end. Normally these guys are much crisper than what they're showing currently. A lot of bodies for Southern, though, hitting the ice. That's good news, so we're not getting any one or two guys that are just getting flat exhausted. Face-off won by South Florida. Scrum along the wall, and Georgia Southern's able to get it out of the zone here. South Florida maintains possession, though, and turns to the neutral zone. Georgia Southern reaching but not skating. Never a good recipe for winning a puck battle here. Big hit down low, but South Florida stays on their feet, maintains possession momentarily, but Georgia Southern able to clear the zone here. Quick chip back in, and here comes South Florida again. Shot from the point, and Contreras sees it all the way and makes a wonderful glove save. Looked better in person than it did on camera, I promise you. Georgia Southern attempting to play to the raucous crowd here, continuing to play the body, a little bit chippy. But they've got a pretty good fan base here that's really excited to watch these guys play. Quick face-off won by South Florida, maintains his own. Point-to-point passes right to the slot, unable to hold it. Looks like Caden Lemoyne maintains control, attempts to stretch the ice, unable to do so, and again, South Florida holds the puck in. But Southern retreats, gains possession, and here we go. Bad giveaway there by Georgia Southern.
Wow.
Continued incredibly sloppy play here by Southern. This will be the first time they've really carried the puck out of their zone. Again, content to chip. South Florida content to rub and hit now. South Florida down deep. Southern with a little bit of pressure. Attempt with some puck control and puck possession. Southern really looks like standing in the mud on some of these plays here, just kind of watching the puck. Puck up and out of play into the players' bench. We're going to get a quick whistle there, and looks like puck's going to come just outside of the offensive zone in Georgia Southern's end. Oh. Puck drop, controlled by Southern Florida. Southern Florida quickly in and throws one on net. Contreras kicks to the side. Georgia Southern retreats into the corner. Fight for the puck there along the boards. Two Southern players, two South Florida, three Southern players in there now. Pushing, fighting. Who will come away with it? And South Florida comes away with it. Only for Georgia Southern to chip it back away. Quick shot through the middle, hits nothing and no one, and kicks to the side harmlessly. Ricocheted shot off of Contreras' mask that kind of lay there dangerously, but kicked to the corner momentarily later. Bad step. Quick save by Contreras. Oh, man, a loose puck that goes just wide. Again, Southern continuing to play a little bit sloppy here. Unable to maintain possession here and continuing to give South Florida a lot of opportunity in their own zone. Southern has really got to settle things down and get kind of in their lanes and guys playing their positions here. They clear the zone, Southern does, and it looks like they're going to try to get a little bit of a change here. One guy makes it to the bench. Shot that goes up and wide. Another quick shot from the corner, and Contreras is going to cover, and here comes Southern with some fresh bodies on the ice. Yeah. Southern looks like they're playing their entire bench, and that could be a little bit of the reason we're getting a little bit of sloppy play. I think we're getting everyone on the ice tonight for Southern, given the body count that they have. So hopefully Coach Pete, Coach Pack can get these things settled down, get these guys calmed down, making better decisions with the puck.
There you go.
It's like Caden Lemoyne's going to carry the puck through the neutral zone, all the way from his defensive end. Great move by Lemoyne. Quick shot. Surprised the goalie a little bit here. And some extracurriculars in front there. South Florida's captain not happy that a Georgia Southern player just happened to be standing at the edge of the crease. Couple of good whacks with the stick. Still seems to be a bit miffed that someone dared stand near their goalie. It is hockey after all. Good quick half spinorama by Caden Lemoyne there, and a quick backhand on goal that kind of surprised the goalie, but right in his stomach. Chip out by South Florida, but Georgia Southern controls, and Georgia Southern's going to carry that puck right back in. Looks like, I believe that's Broderick Dennis that carried that puck in. South Florida continue to try to stretch the ice. Southern doing a great job of kind of slowing them down. Quick shot, hits the post. Caden Lemoyne there. Rebound just over the net. I believe that's Damian Spitz that kicked the puck up and over the top of the net. Damian Spitz picks it up, carries right in the middle. Quick shot. Blocked by the USF defense team there. And safely cleared out all the way back to Broderick Dennis. Broderick Dennis settles, fires a pass here. Number 9, who then quickly heads to the bench. South Florida running some moves here, and they finally make the zone carefully and safely. Quick move to the middle, knocked away, but retained by South Florida, who fires it wide. Southern gets there first. Nice hit. Looks like Julian Perino is going to get a little one-on-one here. Let's see what he can do. He's got help coming if he sees. Quick shot, near post, back into the corner. South Florida maintains control here now. Let's see what they can do with it. Big lofting pass across the ice that goes right to Julian Perino here for Georgia Southern, who slows down, settles down, and tries to get things set up, coming out of his own zone now. Perino very patient behind his own net. 2.5 minutes left in this first period here. Long stretch pass picked up by, looks like, Brody Jajewski again. Quick turnaround shot that gets deflected, and South Florida's goalie safely covers that one. Southern continuing to rotate a lot of bodies out there tonight. South Florida only sending the 6 they have on the bench out there, unfortunately. Good win by Southern, able to control. Quick shot from the backhand there by number 9. We're going to need to figure out a name with number 9 because he's had several good plays here. It's John Watt. At least according to my roster, that's John Watt. South Florida carries all the way through. One man all by his lonesome here. Carried into the corner by Jackson Dilla. Nice hit into the corner, but South Florida able to maintain control of the puck. Another big hit by Jackson Dilla. Worked loose there by Georgia Southern. And back behind the net. Looks like Matt Pellegrino chips up and out, and looks like that's going to head all the way down. No icing called. It's been waved off here. Southern gets there first, gets squeezed into the boards. Fight for the puck, and South Florida comes away. Oh, bad giveaway. A quick move by Julian Perino, who misses the net. Julian Perino getting a lot of quality shots on that tonight. Rob Cooch throws it on net. Goalie underhand gloves it. Rob, we're going to have to work on the power on that shot. We might have to change up the tape job or something. Not sure, but that thing looked more like a moon shot. It looked like a rainbow coming off of your stick, Rob.
Need the power stick or whatever.
Rob, I don't want to say go to the gym a little more often, but maybe go to the gym a little more often. I don't know. We need some juice on these shots, baby. Quick wraparound by Perino gets met with a body. Another quick move in front. Quick shot deflected by the goalie and kicked to the side here. Southern putting a little bit of late pressure here with about a minute left in the period. 4-on-2 coming the other way, but South Florida content to kind of slow play it and works back into a 3-on-3. Shot goes well wide. Julian Perino, nice play with the puck here. Southern comes up with a nice 2-on-1 here. Unable to take advantage initially. Oh, great rebound. Good stop by the face of the South Florida goalie there. Way to use that mask that I'm sure you paid a lot of money for. Rob Cooch with a quick backhand. Here comes Southern. A little 3-on-3 action. 30 seconds left in the period. See if Southern can squeak one in here late in the period. South Florida now putting some body to body here. Goalie looks like he's without his stick. If Southern wanted to have a good chance to get a shot on net, it'd be right now. Goalie's stick is behind the net. Chip in front, bounces around, unable to get out of the zone. Quick shot, deflected to the side by Jajewski. Jajewski recovers the puck in the corner. 10 seconds left in this period. Jajewski dancing in the corner, works his way out behind the net. Looks like he's going to let the period expire as he stands behind the net. Did not understand what was going on with the clock, but very, very classy and sportsmanlike move to pick up the goalie's stick after the buzzer blows for the first period. That's the local guy, Brody Jajewski. What a nice guy. We're going to get a 10-minute intermission here, guys. We're going to chat for just a second with our off-ice in-game analyst, one and only Zachary Sprints. He's going to be on the air here in just a second as the crowd is going wild for the local boys as they head off the ice to get some water and probably get yelled at least reprimanded politely by the coaches, that they could probably do a little bit better. Thank you, Tichy, for pointing out that the shots are 20-13 in favor of Georgia Southern, it looks like. Very, very astute observation. Fans are leaving the stadium at the moment, I believe, to probably hopefully get refills and come back and yell with more alcohol in their system. Maybe a box of popcorn. A lot of music playing. We're going to ask the camera to spin and get a lovely shot of the always photogenic and camera ready Mr. Zachary Sprint. Zach, say hey to the people back home.
Yeah, buddy. It's good to be here. Unfortunately, we don't have Abdu. We're definitely missing him tonight, but
phenomenal stand-in, Zach Sprints. Phenomenal stand-in. Zach, give me your take on the first period of the game here.
I think you covered a bunch of it, Jeremy. I think the one thing that was missing for me was just Georgia Southern's breakout. It's kind of messy coming in their own zone. But I also thought that University of Central Florida, or South Florida, excuse me, played kind of reserved. I don't know if they're saving energy for second or third. They had a few odd man breaks. They were kind of just skating it in, taking their time, looking for a shot rather than really applying pressure. So maybe a little strategy with a short bench. But I think Georgia Southern needs to clean up their exit and then maybe make a few more breakout plays here. But overall, I think it's a pretty even match. We'll see how the periods go on.
South Florida definitely seems to be treating it a little like an exhibition game. Georgia Southern trying to treat it a little more like a hometown matchup in favor of them. Totally agree. As I said several times on the broadcast already, very, very, very sloppy play by both teams. I'm sure both coaches are going to want to get that kind of cleaned up. Crisper passes, less giveaways in your own zone, less kind of blind dumping it across the ice. Multiple times both teams have kind of coughed up the puck in prime shooting and scoring territory. Not a good look. It's actually very fortunate that we've only got a 1-0 game that's in favor of Georgia Southern right now. Very well could be something closer to a 3-3 game or a 4-4 game with as many bad turnovers as there have been. So, guys, stay tuned here. We got another 7 or so minutes as they cut the ice, get a fresh coat out there. The boys are going to head to the locker room, get a sip of water, a little bit of Gatorade, maybe some
it's a Red Bull, some
Red Bull. Yeah,
going.
it is a late game here.
Takes, yeah.
That's right. It is Midnight Madness here. We might need to get some IVs for the fans. Gee, Manetti. So, guys, we'll be back in just a couple minutes for the second period. Thank you. No, I paid a bunch.
Like,
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second period action here in the End-Market Arena. Fans did, in fact, go and get what looks to be more food and beverages of some sort, and they are filtering back into the stands for this exciting second period. Looks like we've got the starting lineup back out there for Georgia Southern. Dilla and Lemoyne playing D. Nice combination up front. Perino with the puck immediately into the zone. Attempt to slide into the middle, but taken away by South Florida. Giveaway in the corner. Quick to the middle. Quick shot. Knocked to the side by the goalie, but kicked loose. And here comes South Florida coming back out the other way. Fresh sheet of ice. Pucks are moving crisply, but great break up there by Georgia Southern. Good reset by Southern to not force the issue. Settle down. Make the easy passes. Enters the zone. Here comes Julian Perino. Quick shot. Turned aside by the goalie for South Florida. Carried low right through the slot, but nobody home. Southern again carries into the corner. Turns out, pushes back to the point, but taken away by South Florida. Great defense there by South Florida. Here comes South Florida the other way. Carries into the zone. Kicked into the corner, and Southern takes it away. Southern slowing down and trying to do a little bit better job getting out of their zone cleanly. Up and out, and another fan is happy. This guy is slowly chasing a very slowly rolling puck. Probably a good idea, as it looks like he's got an empty beverage cup in his hand. May have been full of something with alcohol in it. Looks like he recovered it, and he's on his way back up. Look at that smiling face that our cameraman has left. That guy is happy. He's giving it to his wife. She seems thrilled. Wonderful souvenir here for the fans tonight. Looks like we're getting a delay of game penalty here. A little confusion on exactly who committed the delay of game, I believe. Puck was clearly flipped up and out. Looks like Caden Lemoyne is arguing that he wasn't even on the ice, possibly. That it wasn't him that chipped it up and out, but apparently the referees are saying it really doesn't matter. You're just going to go sit in the box now. So, Caden Lemoyne now is going to serve a 2-minute penalty for what is most likely delay a game for flipping it up and over the glass. You're just going to have to rely on your reasonably smart broadcast team here on exactly what that penalty was.
Legal penalty, assessment number 7, Caden Lemoyne. 2 minutes for delay of.
Hey guys, look, if you can't hear the announcers, you got an announcer right here on the mic, guys. We are not only hockey enthusiasts, we're hockey knowers here. Georgia Southern putting a little bit of pressure on South Florida here, even while killing a penalty here. Need to be careful, not getting caught too deep. Damian Spitz with good pressure, continuing to put pressure on South Florida. Slowed them down, making their way out of the zone. But here comes South Florida up and out of their zone and pressing the puck right through the crease and no one home. Cleared all the way down by Southern, but going to be a little difficult to make any changes here. Looks like they're trying to send a few guys, and they do. They get one substitution there. South Florida working their way out of the zone, but South Florida, again, continued with a little bit sloppy play here. Southern, good takeaway, moves in by Julian Perino. Julian Perino, quick move, quick shot, and kicked aside by the goalie. Great save by the goalie there. Julian Perino, content to eat a little bit of clock here, work the puck into the boards. Good, smart play in there. Puck's not moving at all. Wonder how long the referees are going to let it go. And here comes South Florida with it squirting out the back door. Quick shot by South Florida, and that thing goes in. Again, the somewhat lackadaisical play of Southern comes back to bite them a little bit here. Slow back check while you're killing a penalty is never a great recipe here. Not the best move, but it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to get in the back of the net. South Florida on the board here, 1-1, 17-26 into the second period. Here we are, full strength hockey all over again. Carter Sullivan with a goal there. Sorry, guys, I do not know the South Florida roster near as well as I know the Georgia Southern roster, which isn't that great either. But Southern with a little better control here. Chips up, out, and down the ice. Doesn't look like we're going to call, and we do get a call even after the goalie reaches for it. Not 100% sure what was going on there. We're back underway here. Hard around, puck looks like it's going to clear out, and it does, in fact. Here comes a little bit of forechecking pressure from Georgia Southern. Good takeaway by Julian Perino here. Got a little bit of an odd man rush if they can back quickly. Quick toss to the middle. Picked up by what looks like Jajeski. Jajeski works to the middle. Works in, takes a quick shot. Goalie takes it away with his glove. Jajeski had some opportunity there. Just unable to move quite quick enough. But good offensive possession there by Georgia Southern to get the shot on goal. Face off one by Southern. Quick shot. Kick wide. South Florida picks up the puck. Starts to work out of the zone. But big hit by Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern continuing to try to hit this period. Another great hit. Looks like Georgia Southern's going to recover. Toss through the middle, but nobody there able to get a stick on it. Then it's Brooks through the middle, and South Florida takes it away. But Southern, again, gets there first. Big hit by both players, but Southern coughs it up, and South Florida comes out of the other side of the net with the puck. Quick giveaway here, but Georgia Southern unable to capitalize on it. And we're going to get another penalty for what looks like a rough on Georgia Southern. I'm not sure if the referee is aware that there are two teams out here, as all penalties so far have been called on Georgia Southern. Looks like that's going to be Damian Spitz with the roughing. Damian clearly disagrees with that call. Not sure I've ever met a player that agreed with any calls Stripes ever made on him. But not sure if this broadcast booth agrees with that call either. South Florida now on their third power play of the night. South Florida wins the draw. Julian Perino getting a little dangerous, over pursuing. Shot from the point goes up and over Adam Contreras. Not a lot we can say about that. Not the best shot, but definitely could have been defended a little better all the way around by Georgia Southern. And very quickly, Georgia Southern finds themselves down 2-1. Coach Pete and Coach Pack are going to have to be careful not to let these guys start panicking and pressing. They need to continue to play a patient game, continue to work for good shots. They've had them, just unable to capitalize on all of them just yet, other than the one goal by Julian Perino. Here we go with the 2-on-2 working their way in. Julian Perino, quick shot. Goalie knocks it down but doesn't cover it. And South Florida able to clear the puck. Southern takes the puck back, though, dumps it in, and here comes Southern on the forecheck. Southern with a good forecheck here, but unable to capitalize and get to the puck first. Here comes South Florida with a little bit of a break here. Patience, shot deflected and into the corner. Southern able to go and pick it up. Jajeski holds but loses the puck. South Florida comes out of the corner, a little bit of bobbling around, and a toss to the middle, and no one is home. Big hit there where looks like Dennis Broderick gets the better of that one, or Broderick Dennis, sorry. Quick shot, quick rebound, and just wide. Southern continuing to put pressure here in the second period. Another not so great pass here. Slow getting out of the zone for Georgia Southern. Slows them down on what would have been a really good break. Patience there. A toss in front, deflected down by the defenseman for South Florida, and a chip all the way down. Looks like it's going to go on net. Kick to the side, and here comes Southern working their way back out. Southern again struggling to get the puck cleanly out of their zone. Chip all the way in, and here comes a little bit of forecheck pressure from Georgia Southern. South Florida out easily from behind the net. Chips up and out, and they've cleared the zone once again. Southern kicks it back in, though, from the neutral zone, and South Florida retreats and recovers. Back up and out. Stop me if you've heard this before, but Georgia Southern kicks it back into the zone. Georgia Southern forced to come and touch up as South Florida takes their time controlling the puck. Here comes a little bit of forechecking pressure. South Florida works their way out of the zone, carries all the way into the corner. Georgia Southern with a little bit of pressure there, and Georgia Southern recovers the puck. A little fight for it in the corner, but Southern comes away, see if they can work out of the zone. They do almost, but not quite, and now looks like Matt Pellegrino does. Looks like we've got a little bit of an odd man rush here. Pellegrino, quick shot, goalie squeezes it. Loose puck. It looks like goalie does get a glove on and covers it there. Georgia Southern continue to try to get pressure on there, but really not taking advantage of what looks to be some odd man rushes out there. Hopefully these coaches are giving these guys some advice on this bench, telling them, hey, pick your heads up, look around. Southern has the opportunity. They have guys. They just need to try to take advantage of it and capitalize on some of these breaks. Again, Southern is not the only team out there playing a bit sloppy. South Florida continuing to play a little bit sloppy, a little bit lazy with some passes. Currently kind of the beneficiary of a couple of power plays. Other than that, relatively even hockey here for both teams. Face-off one, quick shot deflected by South Florida, but recovered by Southern. Southern carries into the corner behind the net now. Caden Lemoyne kicks it to the point. A little bit of work here at the point now. Works down low. Good stick check there by South Florida, but Georgia Southern maintains possession here. Southern in the corner getting harassed by now three South Florida players, and Southern coughs up the puck there in the corner. South Florida patiently trying to work the puck out of the zone. Good thought there. And here comes South Florida working their way through the neutral zone. Carry by number 20. Attempts to go through the legs, but great stop by, I believe, Jackson Dilla there. And then plants the next guy that touches the puck immediately. Jackson Dilla, little known fact, used to play goalie. I'm pretty sure some of this hitting is probably some pin-up aggression from being whacked and hacked as a goalie his entire life. Southern with the puck. Bad pass from the corner, though, unfortunately. And here comes South Florida with a 3-on-2. Bit of a slow back check, but Brino does get there, breaks the play up successfully, and now has to work to fight the puck back in the corner. Unable to do so, and South Florida works the puck out. Stopped by Adam Contreras there and controlled by Georgia Southern in the corner now. Big flip out of the zone, clears the zone, and forces South Florida to retreat and try to recover. Looks like Grant Dye is seeing some ice time out there. Down in the corner, first time tonight. Door has popped open, and we're going to get a stoppage of play there. Believe that's the official's door, so we're going to call that the official's fault. Score, Jonathan Kessler is currently 2-1 in favor of South Florida. $11:50 left here in the second period. Got it.
Yeah, we should.
Got it. Good squeeze there by Georgia Southern. Carries the puck back into their own zone. Maintains control. That's Jajeski back low. Just trying to slow things down, settle things down, find a good pass, find somebody open. Good, smart play there. Offsides here. South Florida forced to touch up, and here they come again. It's quieted down here in the arena. Probably a little bit due to the score. Looks like we're going to get an icing here, and we, in fact, do. A little bit of the score, a little bit of the fact that it's nearly midnight. Shots on goal, for those of you that are wondering, 26-15 in favor of Georgia Southern. South Florida's goalie doing a great job of stopping things, but a little bit of a byproduct of Georgia Southern just kind of throwing a lot of stuff at net and hoping something works its way by. Again, as we said earlier, South Florida the beneficiary of 2 power play goals. Grant Dye out there with a chip out after Julian Perino kicks it up and out of the zone. Here comes South Florida with a little bit of pressure. Good defensive play there to break that up. Good chip in here. Now we've got Grant Dye with a quick shot. Goalie sees it all the way and makes a glove save. And then just to be kind of that guy, gives us a little whirl of the glove. We have one of those in our local house league. He's continuing to whirl his glove. It's okay, we'll allow it. He's made quite a few saves tonight. So we'll give South Florida's goalie a little bit of lateral ability there. No worries. No hate from the broadcast booth there, South Florida goalie. Face off one by South Florida, kicked around into the opposite corner. Hit by Southern, but South Florida maintains control. Southern takes away momentarily. A lot of fighting in the corners for the puck here, guys. A lot of back and forth. A lot of South Florida, then Georgia Southern tic-tac-toeing some possessions here. Oh, man, great move by South Florida, but that clearly did not go in, even though their captain is standing motionless, holding his hands up as if he just scored the Stanley Cup winner. Not sure why he did that. It very obviously hit the green post, and now he's angrily dumping people in front of the net. I'm not really sure how he thought that was going to work. If he dumped a guy because he didn't get a goal called for him, that usually doesn't mean you don't get a penalty called on you. It's definitely unique. Continuing to wave his arms around, probably complaining about the no call on the goal. Again, I have never seen a goal argued and turned over by a player like this. Maybe he's requesting for 2 more minutes in the box because he's tired. It's very possible. We don't know. South Florida going to have to kill off a penalty here, though, as their captain is going to the box for what looks like 2 minutes for interference. Southern going to get his first taste of a power play tonight. Good patience by Georgia Southern to set up, and again, the somewhat sloppy play continues. Southern walks in, shoots, misses the net, but quickly recovers as Julian Perino takes over the point. Not a lot of movement happening down low. Oh, Southern attempts to work it through some feet, and South Florida makes a nice stop there. Here comes Southern setting things back. Southern setting things back up. And again, continued sloppy play equals a turnover that South Florida takes away and dumps it all the way down. Southern returns all the way in. Here comes Julian Perino working his way up and down the ice. Perino's going to carry through the zone. See if they can set up the power play now that they've maintained possession here. Southern works the puck down low. behind the net here for Southern. All the way out and all the way down, and Southern's going to be forced to retreat. Pick that puck up. We've killed off South Florida's killed off a minute of this power play, or penalty kill, sorry. And Southern has been unsuccessful at maintaining the zone for the last minute. So here comes Southern again with their fourth attempt this shift to get into the zone on the power play. Perino through the neutral zone with speed. Quick shot. Quick goal by Julian Perino.
Let's go.
Keeping count at home, folks. That's Julian Perino's second goal of this game. Julian Perino with the glove off celebration. Not 100% sure what to call that. Julian Perino, noted broadcast's favorite bag of milk guy. Southern on the power play ties it up 2-2 here with 8:33 left to go in period number 2. Face-off won by South Florida. They carry into the zone, push into the corner, and looks like Southern is going to retreat. Matt Pellegrino with the puck in the corner for Georgia Southern. Maintains control, chips it up and out successfully, but right to South Florida. South Florida chips back through to their own players and dumps it in, and here comes a little bit of pressure from South Florida. Southern kicks it out. Looks like we're going to get an icing here, and we do. Georgia Southern continuing to dominate shots on goal here as it leans in their favor now, 29-16. Some goals may go in here just out of sheer exhaustion on South Florida's goalie if the shots on goal continue to go this rate. Face off to the left of Contreras, won by South Florida. South Florida to the point. Quick shot all the way through. Contreras covers it up quickly. South Florida inching back closer to even on the shots on goal. Now 17-29. Won by South Florida, kick to the point, shot deflected off by Jackson Dilla there, the defenseman for Georgia Southern, and kicked out in the neutral zone. South Florida working on some control through the neutral zone. Georgia Southern with some good pressure here, but South Florida makes the zone. Carries, dangles, turns, and gives away. And here comes Georgia Southern, content to just chip it out. Southern with some slow forechecking pressure here. Here comes a few fresh legs, a big, long chip up and out. South Florida with a nice move around the Georgia Southern defender who quickly recovers and takes away a puck that got lost in South Florida's feet. A quick shot through the crease that goes harmlessly into the opposite corner, but South Florida maintains possession. South Florida continued to make some moves around Georgia Southern players. A shot on net, now squeezed by Adam Contreras. Jackson Dilla attempting to ask for a number and potentially a missed Valentine's date by number 20 from University of South Florida. It's the only thing I can expect they'd be talking about back there behind the net. Sometimes when you're lonely, you'll take whatever you can get. Face off to Contreras' left here. Won again by South Florida. South Florida across to the opposite point. Carries to the backhand and dumps into the corner there by South Florida. Taken away by Georgia Southern, but a little bit of a battle for the puck. Continued battle for the puck. Georgia Southern chips back in. Oh, dangerously so. Georgia Southern chips up and over. Across through the slot and back to the point. South Florida kicks it down low. Southern doing a little bit more chasing than they probably should be doing as they're sending 3 guys into the corner here currently. Slow shot in the middle that kicks out to the corner, but recovered by South Florida, and they continue to maintain possession during this shift. Georgia Southern takes over control of the puck, flips it up and out, and unfortunately looks like they've iced the puck once again. Our favorite fans are back down in the bottom corner. They may need a few more drinks. They sound like they've lost a little bit of steam down there in the corner. I can't blame them. It is now, in fact, Saturday. So it is 12:02, ladies and gentlemen. Your broadcast crew even feels like it's Saturday morning. Face off once again to the left of Contreras, won by South Florida. Quick shot from the point, deflected, but deflected wide and safely back to the other point. Southern continuing to press one South Florida player with multiple Georgia Southern players. Coaches are going to have to clean some of this up between periods as guys are doing a little bit too much running around. South Florida maintaining control in Georgia Southern's zone. Puck chipped onto the back of the net and picked up by Georgia Southern. And here comes Southern coming out of their zone. A little bit of speed here by Broderick Dennis, sorry. I'm going to continue to mess up his name. Carries into the corner, to the point, or to the slot, and unable to get a shot on net there. Julian Perino with a good save there, keeps possession in the zone here, carries behind the net. Not a lot of pressure on Perino. Peels and returns, quick to the slot, and again, nobody's really paying attention. I think we're going to have to tell these guys from Southern, when you're in the slot, you kind of got to be ready for, the puck. Good shot from the point there by Dennis, and looks like we're going to get a wholesale shift change here from Georgia Southern and from South Florida. South Florida works the puck out of their own zone, and here they come. 2-on-3 in favor of Georgia Southern. Defense patient, and puck flips up high and into the corner, but South Florida recovers. Tipped, deflected, and up into the netting, and we're going to get a face-off down low here. Appreciate you 30 viewers out there. I know it's late. I know we've drifted now into early Saturday morning. Appreciate you guys staying on and supporting these Georgia Southern Eagles. If you're watching for these University of South Florida Bulls guys that travel with a relatively light bench, we appreciate you too. Face-off to Contreras is right this time. One to the point, quick shot, kicked aside, rebound, kicked aside again, and Georgia Southern violently going into the corner, attempting to break up the play. Here comes Georgia Southern with what could be a 3-on-2 if they could pass the puck and carry it, for crying out loud. Stop me if you've heard this before. There's some very, very sloppy play happening. Looks like we've got another Grant Dye sighting out there. Grant Dye having some lower body issues here lately, but seemed to be gutting it out and trying to get some ice time for these Georgia Southern Eagles tonight. Looks like we're going to get a call here probably on South Florida. And we are, and there goes the goalie for Georgia Southern as Southern attempts to maintain possession and work the puck in and see if they can't get a little bit of an extended power play here. Quick shot on net, goes wide. Grant Dye in the corner recovers the puck. Shoots at the net, and it looks like that's going to be the end of that odd man for now, and we are going to get a call for holding against South Florida. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your broadcast crew is on top of it. The rowdiest fans in all of South Georgia are now mistakenly trying to rile up the Georgia Southern fans. I think they've forgotten who they're here cheering for, but that happens when you have a few drinks. Chipped up to save by Georgia Southern. Work to the point. Julian Perino works it back down the shortboard. Backside, quick shot, and save by the goalie. Great puck movement there by Georgia Southern. First time they've really worked that puck across the ice. Good passing lane, good vision, good shot. Even better save by the goalie, who apparently has lost the puck in his pads. Forgive the popcorn munching in the microphone, folks. It's late and we're hungry. Face off to the right of the University of South Florida goalie. Won by Georgia Southern. Control to the point. Kick down low. Back to the point. Quick shot through. Kicked aside. Rebound. Kicked into the corner. Puck control continued by Georgia Southern. To the point. Cross ice to Julian Perino. Julian Perino peels and turns back to the point. Georgia Southern showing a little bit of patience here, working and looking. Quick shot squeezed by the goalie as Georgia Southern crashes a couple of players in there. Again, South Florida's goalie continues to impress with a lot of saves tonight. Face off to the left now. South Florida's goalie. Won momentarily by Georgia Southern, but chipped away very wisely by South Florida's captain, number 14, who, if you recall earlier, cried on the ice about a goal that he thought should have been called. We can't confirm that he cried. It just looked from the booth as if he cried.
I heard the tear.
Zach Sprintz, guest commentator for the night, said he heard a tear. Oh. Quick cross-ice pass, quick shot, and another great save by the goalie. Southern needs to continue to work those cross-ice passes. They're going to wear this goalie out, forcing him to go left and right. Julian Perino looked like he wanted to shoot, does not. Quick shot through a screen. Goalie doesn't even see it, and it bounces off his arm. Georgia Southern maintains control. Looks like they got about 40 seconds left on this power play here. Julian Perino, quick shot through that gets deflected over into the corner, and Southern picks up the puck. Southern carries, maintains possession. Dennis continues to possess, cross the ice, quick in front, quick shot, quick rebound. Goalie standing on his head back there for South Florida. Spitz throws it to the middle, and South Florida able to break it up and dump it all the way down. South Florida does not look like they're going to try to get any sort of changes here, and unfortunately, Georgia Southern gives the puck away. Georgia Southern again nearly gives the puck away, and here comes Damian Spitz on what could have been a good one-on-one opportunity. What probably was a missed call there on Georgia Southern, and Georgia Southern takes over possession of the puck in South Florida's zone. Again, the passing could be crisper for Southern here as they come to the tail end of this power play. It looks like they have, South Florida has made it out of the penalty kill, and things are all even again. South Florida comes into the zone with the puck. Georgia Southern chips it away. South Florida patient, and carries into the zone. Quick shot deflected, but slowly rolls through the slot. South Florida first to the puck, but unable to really move that puck anywhere. Up to the point, and here comes Southern with the puck out of the zone. Good carry by Southern here. A little bit of patience, handle, and a shot into the belly of the goalie for South Florida. I'm beginning to wonder, shots on goal have now crept up to 38-20 in favor of Georgia Southern, and I'm beginning to wonder if Georgia Southern isn't trying to do South Florida's goalie a bit of a favor and pad some of his stats as they continue to shoot the puck into his stomach. Your broadcaster is not a known goal scorer, but does know enough to know that shots into the belly don't typically go in the net.
You hit the goalie, they don't go in.
Correct. Stats look cool, just no goals. Heater from the point that gets deflected. We use the term heater lightly there. Another pass through the slot. Georgia Southern unable to connect, and a big hit, and it looks like we're getting a delayed call because somebody fell down. The referee did not initially put his arm up, but as the South Florida player stayed on the ground and looks to be reaching for his thigh, referee decided to put his arm up. Not sure why that transpired that way. Player had the puck. Referee is calling an interference. Once again, the broadcast booth somewhat disagrees with that call. Obviously, Georgia Southern's players would disagree with that call as well. South Florida's captain vigorously arguing, waving, and pointing. Head bobbing, may be continuing to argue that his goal from 15 minutes ago was in fact a goal. Hands waving, not sure what he's doing. He may be arguing the fact that they only have 9 players here. Number 2 able to get up and off the ice. Seemed to point at his thigh. I believe what they're indicating is they were saying it was a knee-to-knee hit. And that may have been an incidental knee-to-knee. It certainly didn't look like what the intention of the initial hit was. Unfortunately, our replay booth is taking the rest of the night off. South Florida, again, going to go on a bit of a power play here. Puck one to the point by South Florida. South Florida quickly shoots, and puck goes in. seems to be a bit of a theme here that if South Florida can get the puck to the point and shoot the puck, it goes in the net. Very short power play there for South Florida. The Pirates' Den, or whatever they call that area behind the traditionally opponent's goalie, seems to be a little wound up currently. I don't know if they realize that is the home team's goalie in front of them currently. Quick shot by Jajeski that goes wide, but recovered by Perino, fired on net. Again, South Florida's goalie kind of unaware that it got there, but harmlessly kicked to the back of the net where Jajeski continues to fight for it. Long stretch pass that makes its way to South Florida, but great defensive play. Oh, no. Great defensive play to get there, but then overskates the puck, and South Florida able to get a shot on net. .24 seconds left in the second period. 3-2 in favor of South Florida currently. Face off to the right of Contreras. Georgia Southern chips up. It does not quite make it out. That puck is going to make it out. Julian Perino with a quick chip of the puck. Shoots and scores! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Julian Perino seems to be bound and determined to put as many pucks in this net tonight as he can. That is a hat trick for Julian Petrino, a natural hat trick, all 3 goals in a row in these first 2 periods here. Congratulations, Julian Petrino, on a great game so far. Maybe Julian Perino can give the intermission speech to the team and encourage them to also shoot the puck in the net. We're not coaches here on the broadcast, guys. We're just broadcasters. Southern 5 seconds left. Quick shot on net. Kicked up high in the air into the net. And we're going to get a .3 second face-off. Did they get his name? Did he say Perry? We're going to get a .3 second face-off here to the left of the South Florida goalie.
At the end of the second period,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the second period here, tied up, 3-3. Shots on goal, 40-22, still in favor of Georgia Southern. At this rate, this goalie may face 60 shots tonight from South Florida. And unless Julian Perino is shooting so far, none of them are finding their way in the back of the net. So the boys are going to head to the locker room one final time for the night, get some electrolytes, get some rest, stretch a little, hopefully encourage one another to play a little better this third period, close this thing out. South Florida very, very clearly tired. Again, as we said early on in the broadcast, traveling with a bit of a light bench. So we're going to call the one and only Zach Sprintz back into the broadcast booth here and get Mr. Sprintz's take on that exciting second period.
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, I thought it was a lot more of the same, like in the first, right?
This is the microphone. You have to speak.
Hello, how you doing? Check, 1, 2.
You don't have to eat the microphone. You just have to speak into the microphone.
I would say it's to me, it's a lot of same as the first. Like you had mentioned, turnovers, sloppy turnovers. They had some power play opportunities, really couldn't take advantage of that. I think South Florida's doing the best they have with what they have, right? So short bench, but they're making opportunities, they're scoring. I don't know.
Do you think that was a part of the strategy of their captain as he cried about the goal that wasn't a goal? Do you think that was do you think he normally cries about that, or do you think that's just a, hey, there's a short bench, I'm tired, I'm going to stand in the crease and cry?
I think it's a strategy there, because I saw the goalie trying to shave off some ice. He left like a puddle there of just tears, South Florida tears. So I don't know if that's a thing or not, but we got it on camera, and I don't think that went in. But hey, it's a big night, and he's probably tired and seeing little things, so not a goal.
Seeing things, yeah. Some of our fans here are probably seeing some things, but that's for different reasons. So, yeah, good second period to end up in a tie. A lot of power plays for South Florida there. Two very quick goals on two different power plays for South Florida that period. Not the best look for the Georgia Southern goalie, Adam Contreras, but hopefully he can steady the ship here in the third period and keep those guys out of that. Hopefully Georgia Southern can stay out of the penalty box. That'd be great, too. Yeah, continued sloppy play that seemed to settle down a little bit. Both teams seemed to slow down a good bit towards the end of that period. Definitely think fatigue is a part of that with South Florida. Not sure if fatigue is what we're getting out of Georgia Southern. Not sure if this is the first game these guys have played well into midnight unless they're playing in a men's beer league. So this is very much not a men's beer league, 100% college club hockey. So we're excited to watch these guys get back out here in this third period. We're going to take a break here, guys, for the last few minutes of this intermission. We'll be back with you in just a minute. Thanks. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for some third period Midnight Madness hockey here. Despite the fact that it is late and it is technically Saturday morning. I don't know why I said technically. It just is Saturday morning now. Scorekeeper a little impatient there with the horn. Antsy to get these guys back on the ice. I think the scorekeeper wants to go home. Despite the fact that it is late, we do still have quite a few fans in the building tonight, dispersed across this large arena. Excited to watch these hometown guys give these kids from South Florida a game. Abdu, we've got some special fans just for you that came tonight. They came up to the booth a little while ago. They said they're here to see you, but you weren't here. And so, unfortunately, and here come your Georgia Southern Eagles, ladies and gentlemen. Broadcast favorite fans have moved now. They have figured out they can antagonize the other team's goalie. What an exciting time here, folks. All five of them giving that goalie an absolute fit. Face-off won quickly by South Florida, and away we go here in this third period. Behind net, Adam Contreras. A little bit of a bad play there, but Southern able to recover, and here comes Southern back into the offensive zone. Quick lead for Julian Perino, the sole goal scorer. Quick shot! And a good deflection there by the goalie that kicks wide and all the way down. Southern a little bit slow to catch that puck and retrieve it. Smart play, though, behind the net. Oh, gracious. Georgia Southern continuing with some sloppy play here. Southern recovers. Up, out, and right to their own players. Very good, guys. Here we go. Georgia Southern carries through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Cade Lemoyne unable to carry it much farther. Kick back out, Julian Perino. Julian Perino backpedals into his own zone. Long cross-ice pass to the boys. Attempt to make the zone, but unfortunately, non-crisp passing continues. Mr. Abdu, you've made it into the group chat. Nice to see that you're awake at 12:30 night. Abdu, we're going to zoom in. There's a couple of fans that came to see you tonight. They came up looking for you in the booth. Our camera person is going to zoom in on them. There they are. They're waving, blowing kisses. They've been dancing all night for you. They came over about 30 minutes ago. Where's Abdu? They sound better than that, but you're welcome, Abdu. You're welcome. Southern won the face-off, but unable to control and forced to chip in, and an unfortunate offsides there. Hard to miss Rob Cooch when you're firing the puck back into the offensive zone. Fans very excited, continuing to dance late into the night here. Face-off just outside the University of South Florida zone, controlled by Georgia Southern, and they make the zone again. Chipped away, though, and here comes South Florida. South Florida's captain makes a move, but unable to control the puck. And Southern picks it up and carries it back out. Dennis unable to keep his feet, loses his feet, and loses the puck. South Florida, quick cross-ice pass. Quick shot deflected up into the glass and into the corner and into the net. That draws a whistle. It looks like we're going to get a face-off on the left side of Georgia Southern goalie Adam Contreras. Face off won by Southern, kicked into the corner, and Rob Cooch retreats to pick up. Chips up, out. And unfortunately, right back to South Florida. South Florida, quick pass into the zone. Controlled, lost, should draw an icing, and does draw an icing there. Those of you just tuning in, I'm not sure why you're just tuning in at 12:30 at night, but the score is 3-3. We are 18 minutes left in the third period. Shots on goal are 40-22 in favor of Georgia Southern. Puck comes all the way down on the icing. We get Julian Perino in for Georgia Southern to take the faceoff to the right of South Florida's fantastic goalie, unless your name is Julian Perino. Draw one by South Florida, kick behind the net. Around the ice, attempt to chip it out. Rolling puck, and South Florida finally controls. South Florida carries, quick move, but runs into their own players. Dumps down, and amazingly enough, South Florida has a 2-on-1. Great goodness alive. Georgia Southern continuing to struggle.
Here's for fears.
Great save by Adam Contreras there. Glove save, and then gets his own rebound and chips it out to Grant Dye. Grant Dye kicks it around. Beers for cheers. Zach Sprint's attempting to buy his way into a cheering section here tonight. Not sure if he can actually offer beers for cheers anymore, as I think they've stopped serving alcohol. But a little bit of a quiet night here. Hopefully the Georgia Southern boys can put one on Grant with a quick move and a quick goal. Grant Dye with a goal. Puts the Eagles back up 4-3. Everybody's favorite Backstreet Boy, Grant Dye. Beautiful goal. If you listen to the podcast, the one and only Dump and Skate podcast, you'd have seen Grant Dye in full and rare form. The man with a rocket, with a cannon, with a heater, and he buries one there. Matt Pellegrino carries in, quick shot, kicked aside by the goalie, and then Matt, just for good measure, throws their defenseman on the ice. I'd say I feel bad, but I don't think Pellegrino does, so we won't feel bad either. Southern continuing with some sloppy play, but Pellegrino recovers there nicely, kicks the puck away from their zone. Looks like Damian Spitz there again fighting for the puck. Damian Spitz has been great with his forecheck tonight. Hasn't been able to cash in with any clean takeaways or any great goals tonight, but continued pressure has been really, really good from that player tonight. Cade Lemoyne with the carry here now. We're going to get a quick shot on goal. Looks like carries, shoots, and just wide. Spitz at the point, recovers, fires in, but kicked into the corner by UCF. Looks like the goalie was grabbing the Georgia Southern player, and then Georgia player got hit by their defenseman there. A lot of pushing and shoving happening in front as Georgia Southern carries the puck into the slot. Into the corner now. Quick pass over, quick shot, and a goal! Caden LeBourne! Looks like that pass came from Damian Spitz. That heavy forechecking pays off. Georgia Southern now taking advantage. Georgia Southern taking advantage of what seems to be their seemingly fresh legs here in the third period, and South Florida's just depleted energy source as they are, as we mentioned, traveling with a relatively light squad down here today. Fans going crazy here tonight as Georgia Southern's put up a 2-goal lead now with 15:50 left in this third period. Georgia Southern needs to continue to pour it on, though. They cannot get comfortable and sit back on their heels. Good hit there. Great pass. Here we go with a 2-on-1 again by Georgia Southern. See if they can pour on some more. Another shot and a goal. Brody Jojewski. Georgia Southern is just pouring it on now. That's 3 goals in the last minute and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure why Georgia Southern waited until the third period to begin to let anyone other than someone named Julian Perino score, but we're glad they did, as this broadcast is noticeably slanted towards Georgia Southern. USF going to take a timeout here, it looks like, probably to catch their breath, as we're barely 3.5 minutes into this period, and man, they are reeling after these last minute and a half shift. Jeremy Abdu, if you are not familiar with him, has joined the chat, and if you can't listen to the broadcast but can only follow the chat, man, are you getting a dose of the Dump and Skate Boys as he continues to join in here with his fine commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not given any wonderful plugs. Just a quick explanation of who we are. Jeremy Abdu and myself, Jeremy Holland, run a podcast. It's a beer league podcast called the Dump and Skate Podcast. It is mostly centered around the stupidity that goes on in beer league. That's right, the stupidity. A little bit of hockey talk, mostly a lot of tomfoolery and shenanigans. We are experts in tomfoolery and shenanigans. So we enjoy these guys from Georgia Southern. They are our local college. We love supporting them, and so we do this live broadcast for them from our platform. So go give us a like or a follow if you haven't already. In a second here, we'll tell if you need equipment, we'll tell you where to go. Here comes Georgia Southern again with a quick shot that goes just wide. Georgia Southern really pouring it on here. Coach Pack and Coach Pete clearly sending a message of do not let up. Rod Dennis shoots. Goalie sees it all the way. Great glove save there by the goalie from USF. That's what we've seen the first two periods so far from South Florida's goalie. It's a great one. Great save there from him to get things back on track for these South Florida guys. Southern looks to be playing on their toes, though, now. They are really trying to put this game away. Quick whistle. Thought we heard an extra whistle, but we did not, in fact, hear a whistle. Puck all the way through. Rod Dennis shoots up and out of play. Looks like we're going to get another face-off here to the right of South Florida's goalie. Announcer struggling with Brody Jajeski's name there. It is Jajeski. Don't worry, we butchered it last time, too. If you saw it on paper, you might struggle with it as well. But we love Brody. He's a phenomenal player. Hometown favorite here at Georgia Southern. Quick shot on net, kicked wide by the blocker there from South Florida's goalie, but Georgia Southern recovers once again. Georgia Southern continuing to get loose pucks here. Has to be a byproduct of a very, very tired South Florida bench. Southern using what they have, which is their legs currently, and continuing to put shots on net and pressure on South Florida and their own end. Most of this period has been, in fact, played in South Florida's end. Bad giveaway in the slot there. Georgia Southern unable to take possession and control of it, but a chip back in, and Southern continues to maintain control. Quick shot, quick turn, kicked aside into the corner. South Florida finally is able to recover and make their way out of their zone. South Florida content to just kind of let it drift into the zone and slowly chase in. South Florida pinching three guys, but not very enthusiastically. And here comes Southern the other way with Matt Pellegrino. Matt Pellegrino makes the zone. Quick chip on net that kicks aside. Pellegrino recovers his own shot. Pellegrino attempting to work along the boards, unable to do so. And here comes South Florida. 1-on-2. Great move by South Florida. Quick pass, quick shot. Saved by Contreras. Loose puck back in front. And South Florida able to bury one here. Slow things down for Georgia Southern. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. South Florida can still score goals. The score is now 6-4, still in favor of Georgia Southern. 13:55 left in this third period. Shots on goal 47-24 in favor of Georgia Southern still. Contreras made the initial save, but got a little out of position attempting to freeze the puck. South Florida able to maintain control behind the net, chip it back in front. And despite the fact that there were three Georgia Southern players there in the slot, South Florida able to get a stick on that puck and get it in the back of the net. Coach Pete not going to be happy about that one as Georgia Southern really had a lot of momentum going there and seemingly gives it away on South Florida's only rush of the period so far. Some moves by Dennis. Fires but deflects. Shot on net. And we're going to get some extracurriculars there in front. Got to be careful poking at a goalie who's taken nearly 50 shots at this point. A lot of hurt feelings. Looks like that was Walker Smedlin getting in the middle there and taking some pushes and shoves on the goalie right as the whistle was blown. Surely it wasn't intentional. But goalies don't seem to care about that. Dennis from the point, bound to the corner. Looks like Jajeski pursues but unable to control. And South Florida is able to chip. Oh, not quite out. And Georgia Southern kicks it all the way back in. Fawcett into the corner, chasing the puck and able to help. There is Perino, but South Florida maintains possession, carries out. Here comes South Florida. And we're going to get a penalty here, looks like, on Georgia Southern. Number 2, Brody Jajeski is going to get 2 minutes for what is most likely tripping. And that is the indication by referee Chip Kelly. Couldn't see it from the broadcast booth clearly as it was along the boards, the near boards that we are looking down on. Surely we know Jajeski would never do such a thing intentionally or on purpose. So we're certainly going to say, hey, probably wasn't really a call. Southern really needs to be careful here. They've gained a lot of momentum in the first part of this period. They can give it away in a hurry here by giving up a goal just a few minutes ago and now potentially getting themselves in trouble trying to kill a penalty here. Southern able to flip up and clear. Southern looks to be one of their stronger penalty killing units out there right now. Fawcett, Perino, Dennis, and Dilla helping to kill this penalty off. Southern Florida very, very slow and methodical and patient coming through the neutral zone and set up. Quick shot turned aside by Contreras there, and Southern picks it up. Southern, unfortunately, unable to clear the puck. Had a lot of time there. We're going to get a delayed call here. What looks like it's going to come on South Florida. And very, very unwisely, Georgia Southern is going to put themselves in the penalty box now. Not something the coaches are going to be happy with Fawcett there for doing. That was a very, very, very unwise move. Southern was going to even things up here. Now they're going to continue to be on a penalty kill. Broadcast booth may be wrong here, but it looked like South Florida was going to get a call as the whistle was blown on South Florida. It'd be nice if they gave number 20 the dive. It looked certainly like that was the dive. Did we get a hand signal that we're getting unsportsmanlike for diving? Yeah, definitely took a nice dive there, did South Florida. We'll see what the official call is from the box here. Cross-checking and a roughing. Some jawing back and forth in the box now. You love to see it. Fans are getting closer. They're really excited about this now. Guys going to the box, pumped up. Looks like it's going to continue to be a 5-on-4. In-game music is really trying to get this crowd rolling, but I'm just going to tell you, you're really fighting the 1 a.m. sleep bug right now, Mr. Music Man. Julian Perino able to carry the puck up and out. Carries and wisely turns back, maintains possession. Julian Perino continuing to eat and kill some time here. Fires up, down, and USF recovers. Apologies, South Florida. South Florida's captain carries, shoots. Goalie kicks it to the corner. All the way out, and South Florida is forced to touch up and recover. Some steady pressure here by Georgia Southern. Good recovery there by Caden Lemoyne. He picks off a pass. Matt Pellegrino into the corner. Attempted to fire it up and out, unable to do so. Southern with a little bit of pressure, but unable to get the puck and chip it out. South Florida maintains control in the zone. South Florida controls behind the net, works it back into the corner. South Florida looking, continuing to look. Georgia Southern with some good pressure there by Matt Pellegrino. Matt Pellegrino forces the cross to the point and then intercepts. Chips up and down, and we have 10 seconds left on the power play. Southern looks like they may kill this one off, as there is only 1 second left, and they are back out. Southern able to kill it off with a little bit of drama there in the early goings of that power play. South Florida carries the puck into the corner now behind the net. Quick shot, quick move to the slot, but unable to handle it. in front. Great pass there out. Quick shot. Goalie saves and kicks to the corner. Goalie continues to make great saves. Shot, pass through the slot, unable to get a stick on it. And here comes South Florida the other direction. South Florida carries, makes a move to the middle. Unable to clear the zone is Georgia Southern. And South Florida able to get a shot from prime shooting real estate. Both teams making some changes here. Pace of play has slowed tremendously, as I believe Georgia Southern may have gotten a little overconfident when they got a quick 3 goals. South Florida continued to play somewhat methodically. Looks like we're not going to get an icing here, as it was just a mishandle on South Florida's part. Here comes a little bit of pressure from Georgia Southern. Damian Spitz. Damian Spitz continuing to put good forward pressure. Quick shot on net by Julian Perino as the goalie was slowly making his way back to the net. And Julian Perino buries his 4th goal of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Putting Georgia Southern back up by 3, 7-4. South Florida's goalie has played phenomenal all night long, but man, that was just a mental error. Attempted to go play the puck and clear it around. Did, in fact, clear it around, but thought he had a player waiting. I couldn't quite see if South Florida mishandled it or if it's just Georgia Southern's Julian Perino was the only one there. Julian Perino quickly and wisely corrals the puck and fires it on what looked to be a completely empty net as South Florida's goalie rushed to try to get back into his own goal. And Georgia Southern has gone back up by 3 here. 10:01 left in the third period, 7-4, Georgia Southern. Robert Cooch chips up and out to Grant Dye. Grant Dye carries in. Quick fake shot, but loses handle on the puck, and South Florida takes over. South Florida carries through. Looks like they're going to walk right in, unable to maintain possession of the puck. Here comes Rob Cooch throwing hands and then spinning to the ground. Boy, do we love a big man attempting to flatten another mostly big man. Rob with a chip out. Julian Perino with the puck. A chip up. And here comes Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern with a 2-on-2. Lightweight shot there from... Oh, apologies, everyone. We have a guest player on the ice. Lena Whitwell from the ladies' GSU team is moonlighting with the boys tonight. And that was Lena Whitwell carrying in and chipping a shot towards the net. Should have noted this earlier on in the broadcast, but number 6 for South Florida is also one of South Florida's girls' players. Apologies, I do not know her name, but she is out there now. Good for those girls getting out on the ice, giving these boys a good working over. Chipped up high and out of the zone by Georgia Southern, and UCF is forced to retreat. South Florida works their way back to the neutral zone, but mishandles the puck, but still maintains possession. Quick move, and Contreras wisely comes out and freezes it. 8:38 left in the third period here, ladies and gentlemen. 8:38. Pace of play has continued to slow. Face-off won by Georgia Southern, chipped out and around, but stopped by South Florida, but chipped out by Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern with some good forechecking pressure here, continuing to put pressure on, which is fantastic for them. Looks like Evan Joyner, number 96, putting some pressure on there. Somehow loses some footing. Probably should have been a call, was not a call, and here comes South Florida. 2-on-2 as South Florida works their way in. Jackson Dilla lays a hit, but lays himself out. Here comes Caden Lemoyne working his way up the ice. Works through. Nice, nifty move. Quick drag and a nice goal by Caden Lemoyne. Coast to coast by Caden. Lizzie, we encouraged a Snooki versus Lena fist. That's going to sound terrible. We encouraged a Snooki versus Lena dropping the gloves at center ice pregame, but I don't think either one of them were very interested in that. Eight to 4 now here, guys, with just under 8 minutes left in the third period. Georgia Southern very much pouring it on here. Flip to the middle. Attempted to corral it with his hand in front was Kinney. And Georgia Southern maintains possession in the corner there. South Florida really showing their fatigue here. They are gassed.
That's Lemoyne unassisted for Georgia.
Georgia Southern maintaining possession in the offensive zone. Turn, quick fire, goalie kicks aside the save there. 51 shots now on South Florida's goalie. Giveaway in the own zone. Shot by Damian Spitz that gets deflected, ends up behind the net, and kicked back around by Georgia Southern and recovered by South Florida. Another giveaway by South Florida. Play getting sloppier by the second here from South Florida. I'm not sure what that leg raise hit was there. Kenny, Valentine's Day was a week ago. That is the wrong move. It is late. Maybe that's your go-to move at 12:51 a.m. Sprint said maybe that's Jeremy Abdu's 12:51 a.m. move. The only way that's Jeremy Abdu's 12:51 a.m. move is if he's lifting his leg while he's asleep in his bed. Georgia Southern controls the puck, chips it up and out, but South Florida takes away in the neutral zone. Southern's Brody Jajeski takes and fires just wide, but now has control of the puck in the corner. Fires it behind the net, but again, it's 1 a.m. No one, I think, really wants to go chase the puck at this point. All the way down on net. Beautiful save by Adam Contreras. 25 shots on goal now by South Florida. Carried through the zone by South Florida's captain again. Slowly and carefully, but taken away by the defense of Georgia Southern. But here comes South Florida with the puck still behind the net. Roderick Dennis working behind the net, but unfortunately coughs it up. South Florida, quick shot on goal, works through a couple screens, but goes wide. Some of these hits are getting a little bit sloppy. Both teams need to be a little careful here. Julian Perino working towards the puck, lost the puck. 2-on-1. Oh no, now Dennis is crying. It must be a pandemic of something going on this end of the ice. Again, from the broadcast booth, that was definitely not a goal. We're not going to be impartial here. As South Florida's captain cried when we said it was not a goal, so does Georgia Southern's player. It was not a goal. Bad time to cry. Georgia Southern with the puck back in the offensive zone. Working their way into the corner. Damian Spitz, quick shot. Great save by the goalie from South Florida. Jajeski in the corner, carrying to the middle to just South Florida players. South Florida working their way back through the neutral zone, but great back check by Brody Jajeski. Carries it all the way back into his end. Now has a rolling puck on his stick and wisely turns and settles the puck. Not sure if Brody's now going to just try to stand there for the last 4 minutes of the game. No, he does not. He passes it up. And here comes Matt Pellegrino, who was unaware the puck was in his feet, but suddenly became aware as South Florida tried to body check him. Bodies flying everywhere here at 1 a.m. Move to the middle, quick shot. Again, we spoke earlier, shots in the belly don't typically go in, but boy, do they get on the shots on goal counter on the big board. .419 left here in this third period, and barring some, well, we're not even going to say it. Georgia Southern looking in good shape so far with a 4-goal lead, 8-4 over the University of South Florida Bulls. Looks like we do have, as the broadcast, as the commenters noted earlier, we do have a Lena versus Snooki on the ice currently. Looks like they're having a conversation, maybe discussing whether or not they want to throw bows here momentarily. We'll see. Heel helmets off, Chuck Knucks. We'll see if it happens. Oh, no. Snooki lost her stick on that face-off draw, but quickly recovers it. Lena Whitwell in the corner with the puck, but loses it, and South Florida comes back out of the zone carrying the puck. Here comes Georgia Southern with the back check. Lost the puck in the corner. Cade Lemoyne, quick pass around, unable to handle it. Jackson Dilla, who again lunges. A lot of these hits are getting very leany. Oh, no. Giveaway down low and a somewhat lazy shot. Great save by Adam Contreras there on the rebound. and it looks like Georgia Southern's own players dumped their guys behind the net. South Florida very feisty there late in that period. Jackson Dilla not happy about it, sending a message that we will not let you guys. South Florida very unhappy with their light bench and beginning to knock sticks out of players' hands well after the whistle. Georgia Southern doing the very mature thing and now complaining to the referee. Caitlin, glad you joined in. Very happy to see the GSU men out there, as well as GSU ladies captain Lena Whitwell. Big fans of both programs. Is this podcast and this platform want nothing but success for both of those programs, both in their inaugural year. Very excited for what they're going to do going forward. A lot of bright stuff in the future for both of those programs. Jacksonville are going to go to the box for, I guess, cross-checking, roughing, something. Never saw the call by the ref. We wouldn't have put him in the box because South Florida was whacking at the goalie. So we would have just said, hey, look, it is what it is. But that's okay. Here we are again. Back in play. 3:40 left to go in this period. Puck won, but all the way out of the zone, and South Florida forced to retreat.
2 minutes for cross-check.
Jackson's last name is not Dyla, as far as I understand. I believe it's Dilla. That's all right. Shot on goal, unintentional. Adam Contreras covers and moves it again. Oh, no. Unwisely, Caden Lemoyne fires the puck right up the rink into the open and waiting glove of number 14, South Florida's captain. The boards are there for a reason, boys. Kick it up and out, for crying out loud. 3:16 left in this period. Minute and 36 left on the penalty kill. Shot on net, kick to the side. A little bit of a goofy bounce there off Contreras' glove. South Florida maintains possession, works the puck up, back down to the corner. Big hit by Julian Perino. Great defense there in front, finally by Georgia Southern, and the puck is chipped up and out. Georgia Southern content to stay with what they've got on the ice here. Nobody's changing. Good pass, and South Florida works their way through the neutral zone. Carries. Works to the corner. Pass. A little bit lazy. Shot ricochets through, but goes wide. See if we can clear the puck, not into a waiting hand, and Georgia Southern does, in fact, just that. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third period. 50 seconds left on the power play for South Florida. So, again, a lot of tired legs, we believe, out there on the ice from both teams at this point. Shot that ricochets and goes into the corner, recovered by Georgia Southern. Fired across ice. I believe this penalty kill unit has killed most, if not all, of this penalty here. Almost 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. Julian Perino fires all the way down. Goalie kicks over into the corner and helps recover. South Florida retreats. Carries the puck. We've got 10 seconds left on this penalty kill. South Florida holds in their zone, but gives away here. Georgia Southern chips it to the middle. Georgia Southern's back all even. Controls, quick shot, or quick pass to the middle. Knocked away by South Florida. Georgia Southern picks up, dumps it back in. South Florida's goalie was taking a nap, I believe, because he is just that exhausted. Yeah. Long night here, ladies and gentlemen. Long night of hockey. 1 minute and 22 left in this game here. 8-4, Georgia Southern. Big hits coming late in the game here. Hopefully both teams maintain a little bit of their composure. Should be an icing call. Doesn't look like we're going to get the icing call. Goalie very confused why we don't get an icing call. 1:05 left to play. Southern's coming. South Florida comes. Southern bobbles the puck in the slot, chips it out. Under a minute left to play here. Southern comes with a 4-on-2. Slows down, long cross-ice pass. Works away, chip shot, up and into the net. Slow whistle. Slow whistle there by the referees. Not only are the referees tired, the players are tired. Skating guys out of the box here. That looks like Kenny Smith is probably going to head to the penalty box now, possibly. Nope, he's being escorted off the ice, looks like. Kenny took a late shot because there was a delayed whistle and didn't quite see what happened afterwards here. Zach, did you catch what happened there with Stuart Southern's player?
I know 16 has been kind of decreased a lot on its shift, so I don't know if just a little, I think everybody's a little tired, but there's a little hack and slash in front of the net.
We got 47 seconds left to play here, guys. It's been a very clean game and a good game so far. I think hopefully both teams are going to have a chat here about just getting these last 47 seconds off the board, shaking hands, high-fiving, thanking these South Florida guys for traveling all the way up here and giving these Georgia Southern guys a great game so far. Score looks a little lopsided. Shots on goal look a little lopsided, but South Florida has really held their own, given they traveled with a light bench tonight. Again, not from their own doing. Sounds like they just had quite a few guys that were unable to make the trip. So South Florida attempting to make the move of now having 6 players on the ice while they still have a goalie. This is the first one. First for us, folks. Not sure how that's going to work out for them. Oh, and they're sending a player off the ice. So our mistake from the broadcast booth again. South Florida's got everything under control. 47 seconds. Face off to the left of Adam Contreras. Georgia Southern wins right through Robert Cooch's feet. And Rob fires the puck around. Is it going to clear the zone? And it does clear the zone. 37 seconds here. Nice pass. Damian Spitz carries, and fires a puck on net. South Florida works their way through the neutral zone. 20 seconds left in this game. Georgia Southern here content to just control and carry the puck. Hopefully, wisely, they'll just chip it out, and they do. 10 seconds left in this game. It looks like Georgia Southern is going to come away with a great win for these guys here at their first time playing some Midnight Madness at the Market Arena. That is the game, guys. That's right. Your hometown boys, the Georgia Southern Eagles, come away with a great victory, 8-4, with a massive flurry of goals at the beginning of this third period. Shots on goal, 57-29 in favor of Georgia Southern. We're going to get a nice handshake here after a great game. Want to give these guys from South Florida a lot of credit, traveling with a light bench. Really excited they made their way up here. Really grateful that they could come and give these guys a good game. Goalie for South Florida played phenomenal in net, facing nearly 60 shots through 3 periods. Georgia Southern nearly doubling up shots on goal here in this game. And South Florida doing a great job of hanging tough. South Florida patient with the puck, working to get their shots as they could. Most of their goals came on power plays, which credit for them for taking good advantage of those. Got to be honest, it sounds like the announcer here is talking through a bag full of socks. Can't hear a word he's saying. Phenomenal first Midnight Madness here for the boys in blue at Georgia Southern. Looks like they're going to try to get together, give a nice thank you to the crowd. Big thank you to the crowd. Big thank you to the crowd that stayed around until a little after 1 a.m. to watch some college hockey here in South Georgia. Big thank you again to the guys from South Florida for traveling up. Nice long drive to play a little bit of hockey here in the Big Boys Arena, the in-market arena tonight. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for following along. If you didn't hear us earlier, want to mention to you, look us up. We do have a podcast, the Dump and Skate Podcast. It's all things beer league. We do support these guys from Georgia Southern. Definitely are appreciative of these guys from South Florida. Look us up. We've got a lot of podcasts out there over the last year and a half. A lot of humor, a lot of laughs, a little bit of seriousness, but honestly not that much seriousness. Mostly laughs. Really, really, really thankful for the Ghost Pirates organization and for the in-market arena for letting the guys here come and skate tonight. Thank you for the referees. Thanks for the staff here that stayed around, ran the music, ran the Zams, did everything here, made this arena available to our guys. We can't appreciate you guys enough for doing all that. Big shout out to my commentator, co-host here, Mr. Zach Sprintz. Thank you to our lady behind the camera, Miss Lindsay Sprintz, the dynamic Sprintz duo. Guys, appreciate you guys helping fill in the night with Abdu down for the count with a little bit sick. Abdu bailed out of the chat. No, I'm lying. He's still in there. So thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys. Continue to support Georgia Southern men's and women's hockey. Support these guys from South Florida and the girls from South Florida as well. Give us a like and a follow too. Dump and Skate. We are Dump and Skate. Love to have you guys come in, listen, join in, comment, interact with us. We love it. We appreciate you guys. Guys, thanks again for being here. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.